Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am sitting here with my webcam. On the left hand side, you can see me staring into your soul. But no, I'm going to make some quick videos. Guys, I am dressed in all black because this is the ILUS funeral. This has been the same rinse and repeat nonsense from the company for years now, and I think it's time to finally call them out here. Let's look at their most recent. Oops, where's Twitter? There we go. I'm using a 4-monitor setup, so if you see me looking, all around, that's because I am all over the place. That's what that means. Okay, ILUS. Let's go to their international here. This is their most recent shareholder letter, and this is it, man. I'm going to call them out here. Share price and business progress. We have received several letters from shareholders in response to significant selling pressure. Finally, there have been no recent share conversions. We are not aware of any significant sellers. The heavy selling pressure appears to be stock manipulation, as we have experienced before. They've said this since 2021, by the way. Sam Acker here on the right-hand side calls them out. Why does people selling have to equate to stock manipulation? Bold claim, your shares are trading on a volatile, illiquid exchange. Which is true. And here's the thing. Have you ever heard Ilus blame anyone but themselves? Have you ever heard Nick Link or Blackwell, or have you ever even seen a shareholder letter where they say, you know what, it's our fault, it's on us, we're not communicating like we should be, like other companies do, even more so because you're a penny stock. How are you going to get people to invest in you if you don't even communicate? You're essentially, as far as people are concerned, you're dark. You're a defunct stock because you're not communicating. Defunct stocks, dark stocks, they don't communicate because they're done, they're finished. You're basically as good as that because you don't communicate. You don't. And when you do communicate, it's the same rinse and repeat garbage, the same carrot dangling, and you never blame anyone but everyone else, right? They never blame themselves. They never say, you know what, this is on us because we're not communicating, because we're not dropping PRs. And I keep telling you the same exact, I keep showing you an example. ASNS, it was sitting at 0.36, and then it popped to $5, and then it created a higher floor at 120. So it quadrupled its floor, number one. Number two, it started communicating consistently. So now it's within a trading range between $2.5 and $1.20. Let's just, somewhere around there. Not accurate, but you get the point. And we've been holding there because people keep buying the dip. Why? Because, hey, this is the new floor. That's what the market likes. It likes the stock at 120, and it's going to hold that floor, and then we'll get another PR, and it sends it, and it rinse and repeats. Eventually, maybe we break out and create a higher floor, right? So this is what happens when a company starts doing the right things, aka communicating. If you're not communicating, you're as good as a stock that's dead. You're as good as a defunct dark stock. Because any new investors are going to be like, well, I can't even find any information on this company. Any new information, well, it's just rinse and repeat of this. It's the same rinse and repeat story as always. And they don't blame anyone but they blame everyone else but themselves. And that's to me, that's I think the worst thing about it. They have never admitted, oh, it's on us because we don't communicate. I want you to think about that for what I just said for a second. They're as good as a defunct dark stock because they're not talking. Who knows what this stock's about? What's coming up next? What are the business developments for each subsidiary? Like I showed in one of my previous videos, Sybil, despite being in CE, is very capable of not only talking about their individual subsidiaries, but also giving you the business developments, current and future. And so you're telling me Ilus can't do that with its many subsidiaries that it has? That just seems off, especially with Sybil being CE. But anyways, I think I'm dressed in all black because this is the funeral here for ILUS. If they don't start communicating, you're gonna see this stock. It's gonna continue doing what it's been doing since that run of its sense. It's just gonna continue to go down into oblivion. It's never gonna bottom out because they don't communicate. You want to know why AITX has bottomed out down here at 002s? You want to know why it's bottomed out and it has had these runs? This year it's had two big runs, 500% run here, and here it had a 300%. I was about to say tria. That's Latin. 300% run And 3 is 3, not 300. I think that would be Trekenti. But either way, you see the difference. One had two big runs. This one only had one big run at the beginning of the year, and that was on a catalyst. So we know this one's capable of moving cents, by the way, because it's got a solid share structure. But without communication of any kind, that's it. You only got one run. AITX got two because it communicates. And because it communicates, it holds its bottoms. That's another thing. Whereas this one, it just keeps going lower and lower. And I believe this is going to go to triple zeros. It's going to take time. It took years for this to get down to triple zeros. So don't think, when I say it's going to come down even lower, I could see it happening if they don't communicate. If they continue on the path that they have been on, this is going to go to triple zeros. It's going to die. Like, this is already, this is farewell from me. I'm still going to hold the shares that I'm holding, but I will take the loss, and that's the end of that. I'm not trading penny stocks anymore. I think AITX is the last penny stock that I'm trading, and then I'm done. Like, that's it. Like, I recognize that penny stocks are they're just not worth much of anything. And as Sam Hacker said here, it's a volatile, illiquid exchange. I'm just going to stick to Bitcoin mining stocks that are sitting above $10 or $8. I'm going to stick to NVIDIA and buying dips on that, buying Tesla on dips. It costs more, yes, relative to penny stocks, but I would rather just have the safety net of buying a good company that communicates and that has a history of run-ups, just like penny stocks. But penny stocks, I mean, you see what's happening here. Every single PR from them, every shareholder letter where they address shareholders, it's always, they don't blame anyone. They don't blame themselves. They blame everyone else. So, again, you take what you want from this video, but we cannot control the share price, but we can control the strategy and development. Okay, but you can clearly control the development and strategy. Why is your strategy, hey, let's not talk and leave everyone in the dark. Let's behave essentially like a dark and defunct stock and just not communicate. And when we do communicate, we blame everyone else, but we don't blame them ourselves. Like, come on. People are selling. They're selling because you're just not a stock worth holding anymore. Because you don't follow through for 3 years. It's been the same rinse and repeat. Okay, we're waiting for. What are we waiting for here? Significant value. I've heard that 1,000 times. Significant value to Ilus and its shareholders. Ooh, look at that value. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that value, guys. Ooh. Let me pull this up. We are on track to finalize the uplisting of QND, which I believe will bring significant value to Ilus and its shareholders. Yeah, they really showed us for the past 4 years. Yeah, I'm gonna believe that. Look at that shareholder value that they've brought these past 3 years. Ooh, yeah. Oh my God. The shareholder value is intense. Yeah, they really showed us. It's very clear that they do bring shareholder value. Since 2021, they've brought it all the way down. That's your shareholder value right there. So that they're just full of it. Once QND completes this process, it should pave the way for substantial progress for SAML, which in turn I anticipate will benefit Ilus and its shareholders. Yeah, we've heard that 1,000 times. Literally rinse and repeat in the same paragraph. That's ridiculous. The same rinse and repeat. It's going to benefit Ilus and the shareholders. It's going to bring significant value to Ilus and the shareholders. Ilus itself is in discussions for an uplist. Among several developments occurring in our business, I am pleased that the new additions to our accounting team are settling in well and working hard towards our August filings. Well, it looks like that accounting team switched up, so they had to get a new accounting team. I wonder what's going on. There seems to be deeper issues regardless. But let's read through some tweets from bag holders. This is funny. Look at all these. Wow, that's a lot of responses. When are you going to wake up and realize that all the dilution isn't helping? You're hurting investors. I don't think dilution is the problem. They don't dilute like AITX to be saying this. Dilution is not the issue. The issue is they don't communicate. For some reason, they believe they shouldn't have to communicate at all. Which is like, what? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Even SoundHound communicates, and that's why it's held a higher floor and shot up to where it's at, $5 from a low of $1. because that's what happens when you talk. Please further explain how heavy selling is stock manipulation. I'm a large bag holder down 95%. Yeah, this is a whole nothing burger of a letter. Scam. I and so many will use this time to accumulate. Yeah, that's going to go well for you. Remember what I said, guys. By averaging down on a stock like this, if you're a swing trader, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a swing trader. If you're long, because a swing trader, we're not going to add like hundreds of thousands of dollars like these guys. These guys are adding like 5 figures. They're adding ridiculous amounts of money because they're so desperate to retire early. But when you average down on a stock, like look at Mullen stock, for example. Look at the history of this stock. Oh boy, is it just me or is this thing in a permanent bear market? It just keeps going down over and over and over and over and over. Averaging down on something like this, that's a losing strategy. Averaging down on Nvidia stock, well, I don't know about you guys, but we go back and it's like the opposite of Mullen. It just keeps going higher and higher and higher. Yes, there's dips, of course, but over the long term, it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. It almost seems to me like it's averaging down on this stock might be a good strategy. Not that I recommend it, but I'm just saying averaging down on stocks like these, especially a penny stock, good luck. That's not a winning strategy. If it was, we'd all do it. The track to finalize, oops, let me pull up oh, come on. I'm having a hard time managing my 4 monitors here. The track to finalize an uplist Q&D, it must be one heck of a long track. Been hearing that same song and dance for like 2 years, that's true. Maybe your sell-off was because your 1 hour long video had worthless content and it's just the same story over and over again. Well, guess what, guys? If you're watching this video, you're probably hearing me say the same thing over and over again. My cat is literally, is he sitting back there? Yeah, he's sitting back there with a toy. He's like waiting for me to finish this video so I can play with him. I'm sorry, baby. I'll play with you in a little second. Give me 1 second. He like brought me the toy and everything. All right, let's finish this video up. But this is probably going to be the last video I make until they come out with the 10Q. Because I'm done. I'm tired of talking and rinse and repeating. I don't know how Ilus doesn't get tired of repeating the same thing over and over again. Because I'm getting tired of it. I'm sick of it. This is it. I'm done until the 10Q comes out. But yeah, that 1 hour video and that what was it? That interview with Buffalo Fireside Chat is completely useless. Ilus will never see an uplist. Appreciate the update. You are a lying piece of crap. You and JP are typical SA scammers. Tell the truth, they won't tell the truth. They'll just blame everyone but themselves. Best OTC management out there. All right. Are people still falling for this? I know, right? I'm still wondering how people are falling for this. Embarrassing scams. So excited. Drown out the noise. Pick up more shares. It's funny. The smart ones are the ones calling them out. Everyone else is just like, oh yeah, this is a great opportunity. Got to keep the illusion alive until the last shareholder realizes the truth. Well, there aren't that many shareholders. The only ones left are the bag holders, probably, because if there were people buying, well, here's the thing. That's another thing I want to talk about before I let you guys go and I go play with this cat. The thing is, they don't communicate, right? So the share price isn't going to move anywhere but down. It'll find a bottom and it'll go sideways there before going lower. That's been the pattern. That's always been the pattern. The only time it moves to the upside is on PRs. Look at that. Sideways, dumps lower. Sideways, dumps lower. That's been its history. So that's why I'm saying I dressed in all black because it's the funeral for this stock and it's over. This is it. This is it. This is done. And that is it for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more honesty. Because this is just honest content here. I could completely BS you and just tell you what you want to hear. Oh my God, this stock is amazing, guys. We're going to go to the moon. Buy right now at 0034 because I believe this stock is worth dollars. Do not believe the haters. Do not believe that Shades guy. That guy's a dick. He's stupid. He's just a fucking idiot, bro. That guy doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to trade. I've seen his financial statements. He doesn't even know how to write a financial statement. That guy is such an idiot. Doesn't know how the stock market works. When this thing gets uplisted, we're gonna go to $50. That is it for the video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Is that what you guys wanted to hear? Boom.